Is he a jolly man in a red suit who delivers gifts down chimneys? Or is there more to the story? Santa Claus has become one of the most recognized symbols of Christmas, spreading joy and generosity worldwide. But did you know his story dates back centuries and involves a fascinating blend of history, legend, and culture? From St. Nicholas, a kind-hearted bishop in ancient Turkey, to Sinterklaas in the Netherlands, and finally to the modern figure we know today, Santa's evolution is as magical as his sleigh ride on Christmas Eve. In this video, we'll take a journey through time, unraveling the origins of Santa Claus. We'll explore the life of St. Nicholas and his acts of kindness, how European traditions shaped the image of Santa, and how artists, poets, and Coca-Cola helped create the iconic figure we adore. Get ready to learn surprising facts, uncover myths, and see how Santa Claus became the beloved character who brings magic and wonder to the holiday season. So, grab a cozy blanket, a cup of hot cocoa, and let's dive into the enchanting history of Santa Claus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to join us on more exciting explorations of Christmas traditions. The real St. Nicholas. The story of Santa Claus begins with St. Nicholas, a 4th century bishop from Myra, a town in what is now Turkey. Known for his unwavering generosity and compassion, Nicholas became a beloved figure in his community. One of the most famous tales about him involves saving 3 impoverished sisters from being sold into slavery. He secretly tossed bags of gold into their home at night, which landed in their stockings drying by the fireplace, a tradition that inspired Christmas stockings. Nicholas's reputation for performing miracles earned him sainthood, and his feast day on December 6th became a time for giving and kindness. As tales of St. Nicholas spread throughout Europe, he became the patron saint of sailors, children, and merchants. But how did St. Nicholas transform into Santa Claus? This remarkable evolution began when Dutch settlers brought their beloved Sinterklaas tradition to America in the 17th century. Sinterklaas in Dutch tradition. When Dutch settlers arrived in America, they brought their holiday tradition of Sinterklaas, celebrated on December 6th. Sinterklaas, derived from St. Nicholas, was portrayed as a stately man in bishop robes, carrying a book of good and naughty deeds. In Dutch culture, Sinterklaas traveled on a white horse and was accompanied by helpers who assisted in delivering gifts. Children would leave out shoes filled with hay and carrots for the horse, and in return, Sinterklaas would leave small presents or treats. This tradition quickly blended with American customs. Over time, Sinterklaas evolved into a more secular figure who didn't just come on December 6th, but became associated with Christmas Day. Twas the night before Christmas. Santa Claus, as we know him today, owes much of his image to a famous poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, commonly known as "Twas the Night Before Christmas," written in 1823 by Clement Clark Moore. This poem introduced the world to many beloved details about Santa Claus. Moore Santa was no longer the stately St. Nicholas of old, but a jolly, plump, and magical figure. The poem described Santa as a cheerful man with rosy cheeks, a round belly that shook like a bowl full of jelly, and a penchant for laughter. It also introduced the idea of Santa flying in a sleigh pulled by 8 tiny reindeer and sliding down chimneys to deliver gifts. This depiction of Santa resonated with audiences and solidified his role as a central figure of Christmas celebrations. The poem's playful tone and vivid descriptions brought Santa Claus to life for children and adults alike. The poem was so influential that it helped shift Santa Claus's image from a religious figure to the secular, family-friendly character we adore today. It's no wonder that Moore's words continue to be read and cherished every Christmas Eve. Santa Claus meets Coca-Cola. Santa Claus's modern appearance, red suit, white fur trim, black boots, and a friendly face, was solidified in the 1930s, thanks to Coca-Cola. In 1931, the beverage company commissioned illustrator Haddon Sundblom to create a Christmas advertisement featuring Santa Claus. Sundblom's version of Santa was inspired by Clement Clark Moore's poem, but added a vibrant twist that made him larger than life. The Coca-Cola Santa was designed to appeal to both children and adults. He had twinkling eyes, a kind smile, and a warm, grandfatherly charm. The campaign presented Santa enjoying a bottle of Coca-Cola after delivering presents, which reinforced his cheerful and relatable image. This depiction became so iconic that it influenced global perceptions of Santa Claus. It wasn't long before Sunbloom's Santa appeared everywhere, from greeting cards to holiday decorations. While Coca-Cola didn't invent Santa's red suit, it was already a popular feature in earlier depictions. It certainly made the look unforgettable. Today, the Coca-Cola Santa is synonymous with Christmas advertising, and many of Sunbloom's original paintings are considered cultural treasures. Santa's Workshop in the North Pole. The magical image of Santa's workshop at the North Pole is another essential part of his legend. While there's no definitive historical moment when this idea began, it emerged in the mid-19th century and gained popularity through literature and illustrations. In this enchanting story, Santa lives in a cozy workshop at the North Pole, surrounded by industrious elves who craft toys for children. The scene is often depicted with snow-capped roofs, glowing lights, and an air of bustling creativity. One of the first literary references to Santa's workshop came in the 1860s in Harper's Weekly through illustrations by Thomas Nast. These drawings showed Santa surrounded by elves, checking his list of naughty and nice children. The concept of the North Pole was solidified in the 20th century, with stories portraying Santa's home as a magical, remote place far from the distractions of the world. The idea captured the imaginations of children, who pictured elves hammering away at toy trains and dolls, reindeer grazing in the snow, and Santa preparing his sleigh for Christmas Eve. Santa in the Victorian era, the rise of the jolly figure. The Victorian era in the 19th century gave Santa Claus a major makeover, transforming him into a figure closer to the one we know today. This period saw a shift from Santa as a serious religious figure to a joyful, gift-giving character associated with family celebrations. The turning point came with the 1822 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clarke Moore, also known as Twas the Night Before Christmas. The poem introduced details that became iconic. Santa's plump and jolly appearance, his sleigh pulled by reindeer, and his chimney-based gift delivery. It brought Santa closer to the hearts of children and families, presenting him as a magical yet approachable character. Simultaneously, artists like Thomas Nast, a prominent political cartoonist, began illustrating Santa in popular magazines. Nast's drawings for Harper's Weekly added new details, such as Santa's workshop at the North Pole and his naughty and nice list. He also dressed Santa in a red suit trimmed with fur, an image that became the foundation of the modern Santa. This Victorian reinvention wasn't just a cultural shift. It was tied to the broader movement of creating family-centered Christmas traditions. Santa became a unifying figure of joy, generosity, and celebration, moving away from his strictly religious roots. By the end of the 19th century, Santa was no longer just a legend. He was a beloved holiday icon whose cheerful image brought communities together to celebrate the spirit of Christmas. Santa's commercial transformation, Coca-Cola, and beyond. Santa Claus's modern image was firmly established in the 20th century, thanks largely to clever marketing and widespread media. Perhaps the most influential contributor was the Coca-Cola Company. In the 1930s, Coca-Cola launched a holiday advertising campaign featuring Santa Claus as a central figure. Illustrator Haddon Sundblom created the now iconic version of Santa for Coca-Cola ads. This Santa was plump, cheerful, and distinctly human, with rosy cheeks, twinkling eyes, and a warm smile. He wore a red suit trimmed with white fur, reflecting the colors of Coca-Cola's branding. The image became a sensation and helped solidify Santa's look in the public imagination. Beyond Coca-Cola, other brands and media embraced Santa Claus in their promotions. He appeared in movies, TV specials, and department store displays. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which began featuring Santa Claus in the 1920s, became an annual tradition that signaled the start of the holiday season. Santa's role expanded from simply delivering toys to becoming a symbol of commercial Christmas. Shopping malls introduced Santa's grottos, where children could meet and take photos with Santa. Despite his commercial ties, Santa retained his magical and endearing qualities, representing the spirit of giving and the joy of the holidays. By the mid-20th century, Santa Claus was more than a figure of folklore. He was a global phenomenon. His image transcended borders, uniting people worldwide with the promise of joy, generosity, and festive cheer. Santa Claus in the modern world, a global icon. In today's world, Santa Claus is more than just a symbol of Christmas. He's a global icon that transcends cultures, borders, and generations. While his modern appearance is rooted in Western traditions, many countries have embraced Santa in unique ways, blending local customs with the universal image of the jolly gift giver. In countries like Japan, where Christmas is more of a secular celebration, Santa is associated with spreading joy and happiness rather than religious traditions. Known as Santa-san, he's a popular figure, often depicted in advertisements, shopping malls, and festive events. In Finland, Santa Claus is known as Joulupukki, or the Christmas goat. Finnish children believe he resides in Lapland, a snowy wonderland where he prepares for Christmas year-round. Lapland has even become a tourist hotspot for families eager to visit Santa's workshop and meet his reindeer. In Latin America, Santa Claus is often paired with Niño Jesus, baby Jesus, as a gift giver, blending religious and folklore traditions. Similarly, in many European countries, Santa coexists with figures like Saint Nicholas and Father Christmas, each carrying their unique roles and characteristics. The digital age has also transformed Santa into a tech-savvy icon. Children now send Santa emails instead of handwritten letters, and websites let families track his sleigh on Christmas Eve. Santa's ability to evolve with the times while maintaining his core essence, spreading joy, generosity, and magic, ensures his enduring legacy for generations to come. The timeless magic of Santa Claus. As we wrap up this journey through the history and evolution of Santa Claus, one thing becomes clear. Santa's magic isn't confined to any single time, place, or culture. From his humble beginnings as Saint Nicholas to his transformation into the jolly, red-suited figure we cherish today, Santa has always represented the best of humanity: generosity, kindness, and the spirit of giving. Through centuries of storytelling, artistic reinterpretations, and global traditions, Santa Claus has remained a unifying symbol of joy and wonder. He reminds us that no matter how different our backgrounds or beliefs, the magic of Christmas transcends boundaries. Whether it's the excitement of spotting Santa in a parade, writing him a heartfelt letter, or leaving out cookies and milk on Christmas Eve, these small traditions connect us to a shared sense of childhood wonder. Santa's story also teaches us about the power of adaptability. He's embraced by cultures worldwide, evolving with each generation while holding onto the essence of what makes him special. In today's fast-paced digital world, Santa reminds us to slow down, cherish our loved ones, and give with an open heart. As we look forward to another holiday season, let's carry Santa's timeless message with us. The greatest gifts we can give are love, kindness, and the magic of believing. Merry Christmas to all, and all a good night.